want to get Maria Pangelinan from the Guam Election Commission on to talk about there's an election. So there's still an election, right, Miss Maria?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Maria. How was your Mother's Day? Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very much. It was very good. Very, very good. Thank you.
I feel like you would be one of the people who would still adhere to the guidelines, gathering no more than 10 people. Was that what your Mother's Day was like?
Yes, it was. It was actually like that. We had neighbors, but in the neighborhood, we were always 6 feet apart too. Out in the open air, thank you.
Wow. Good for you. That's good. And so you are going to be 6 feet apart this morning, as one of the first big signs that we have an election coming up is the packet drop-off, right? And that's happening this morning?
Yes, and I just got a call from one of our candidates that he's already in line at the Northern Satellite Center of the Superior Court to try to get his Superior Court clearance.
Mm.
So, because candidates must have all three clearances when they file, that would be their district court clearance, their Superior Court clearance, and their police clearance.
Who's the candidate?
Sabrina, it's okay.
So can you go back? Are you saying that they can't get their clearances?
Yes, actually, last week we reached out to 2 weeks ago maybe, we reached out to all three agencies, and so the district court had something on their website, and we created a link to that, to their website. The Superior Court told us to just let the candidates know to go to their website, and that the Northern Satellite will be open today at 8 o'clock, and they will be able to do Superior Court clearances. With the Guam Police Department, the chief and I set it up so that we could, with the candidate's authorization, request for the police clearances, and they will send it to us, and we will give it to them when they come in to file. Before they come in, the Guam Election Commission will call the candidate to let them know that we do have a police clearance. They can come in and file. And that service is still available for any candidate that still doesn't have their police clearance. We know that GPD will be open today, record section starting at 8. But if you wanted us to request for the police clearance, we can do it. Get on our website, submit all the information, and complete the authorization form, and we can try to get the police clearance for you.
Mm-hmm. And again, the deadline to file, this is to file for candidacy, right? The deadline to file for candidacy is June 3rd?
June 30th.
June 30th,
so we still have a little bit of time, yes. So this morning, I'm sitting in the parking lot, but I see the staff going into our first floor of the GCIC arcade. We are going to be accepting and taking care of the public on the first floor. So candidates, instead of going up to the second floor, please proceed to the first floor. We have someone in the breezeway right as you enter to direct you as to where to go.
Okay. Gosh, are you expecting a lot of people to flood the GEC?
I don't think so, but we want to make sure we put all the protocols. We've tried to put all the protocols in order. We've marked off the indoor corridor of the arcade, and so we're just ready to go. Typically, if this were a typical first day candidate filing, yes, I would expect quite a few lining up already before 8 o'clock. But with the challenges that we have today, there should be a few. We were able to get 8 police clearances for 8 candidates who had requested for assistance to publish to get their police clearances. We were able to get, with the cooperation and the assistance of the Guam Police Department, if those 8 candidates already have everything else in order, they should be able to file today.
What sort of planning or discussions are you guys having over at the Guam Election Commission? Because if there's still that potential of having this surge in September, and you know that's typically when the primary occurs,
Right.
what kind of plans do you have in place to address the possibility of postponing it or extending and rescheduling it?
Yes, since the very get-go, we got direction from our commissioners, please contact the Department of Public Health and Social Services. So we know they're very busy and we don't want to detract from what they have to do, but they have, you know, in all their business, they have given us some time to talk about and learn and refer us to the different, you know, to what we can do and what the best practices out there. So we do have signs at the entrances. We do in our arcade office. We marked off, you know, 6 feet. We all are wearing masks, and we won't let anybody in without the mask. All our staff are we've gotten PPEs for all our staff.
Yeah, the plexiglass up, Miss Maria, there in the front.
No, but I'm talking about the actual primary election.
Right, yeah.
Like, I mean, we're probably looking at low voter turnout because nobody, you know, especially if we have this so-called surge.
Well, Sabrina, we besides the primary election, we do still have the Jonia special election on the books.
So that's going to be your practice run, right?
Oh, yes. So we've bought infrared thermometers. I went and I got some consulting with the Health Services of the Pacific, and they've taught us over the phone how to use the infrared thermometers. But they will have somebody. They're going to send us somebody to train with the infrared thermometers.
Right.
We do have that. As soon as we get some training, we will use them. We've gone to the CDC website and we've talked to deputy directors and the director of public health to get us assistance to get this thing going.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like you guys might need to put in a request for some extra money.
Right.
There's like $118 million in CARES Act funding.
Did you get
Maybe
any
you
of
could
that?
get some laptops or iPads.
Inside the CARES Act, the Guam Election Commission got some money directly from the CARES Act.
Miss Maria, but what about this? If I show up to vote, do you guys do the infrared? I got a temperature. You turn me away. How am I able to still vote? What's the process after that? And I know, are we still like hypothetical on this? Because, you know, I'm just wondering.
Yes. So again, in talking with the health professionals, one of the ways we can deal with them is be able to get them to vote in the car. So if they got down and they're close to the precinct and we find out they have a temperature, we will let them know to go to the car and we will assist them in the car at the polling place. Sabrina and Chris, we're also, in the books, in the law, there's homebound voting.
Right.
So we've been talking with the health professionals about homebound voting, and, our homebound coordinator has been also doing a bunch of research, a bunch of us have, on how to deal with this. And so we are learning this stuff. I was teasing a couple of my family. I said, I think one of my sisters is a certified nursing assistant. I said, do you think I will qualify soon enough? And so, my staff will, because that's what we're looking at. Besides the best practices for elections,
right,
also looking for the best practices for COVID measures.
Okay, Miss Maria, we got to run because we got Daphne Shimizu on the line. I'm not saying that you're, any less important, but she's got news about the stimulus.
Okay.
The stimulus. Okay, thank you, Miss
Thanks,
Maria. Are you going to send us some pictures?
We will.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Wash
Have
your
a good
hands.
day. Good luck today.
All right. There you go, Miss Maria Pangelinan. Let's move quickly here to Revenue and Taxation and Daphne Shimizu, the director. Good morning, Daphne.
Morning.